Hello, welcome back. My name is Daffy Roth, and this is Voice of Cards, the Beast of Burden for the PC. In our last episode, we decided to head down into the basement, and we found a very large underground city that has been destroyed. My guess is this is going to link with Nier somehow, but hey, we'll see. As for, we're going to change up the music today. Let's see what we have. I'm gonna go back to the default and see what we got. There's everything else, leave it the same. So let's continue. So we don't want to wake Mother, because apparently that's gonna be a bad day for everyone.
Get him.
Oh, we do have some monster cards to read, though. The Proto Gargoyles enemy story. Alright, let's go ahead and check out these enemy stories. The Garm. These feral spirits attack silently from the shadows. Though their corporeal form is long gone, their bloodlust remains alive and well. Though they make not a sound, they do have a faint scent. This means that they prey mostly on humans, as animals with keener noses flee them. Oh, these are actually two separate ones, huh? We don't have the troll. This is a proto-troll. Proto-skull soldier. Proto-were-rat. Sprite. Sprites quite literally fly when these creatures fall in love, but not out of extreme passion. These reserved creatures merely want the objects of their affection to take notice of them. Should they go unnoticed, the sparks only grow in intensity, ultimately ending in lightning strikes that kill many a thick-headed man. That's kind of fun. Proto-toad? That's a proto-dark gold. Living statue don't have. Proto Gargoyle. The Proto Gargoyle is quite fond of its staff with the yellow plate attached to it. It gives its gray body a splash of color and character. Being adorned in beautiful yellow makes it so happy it could die. Eager to show it off, he shoves the sign in the face of every passerby. Funny. The Sea Stone. Legend has it that keeping one of this creature's golden antenna in your wallet or coin first brings good luck. Monsters whose antenna have been stolen sink to the dark seabed, where the hum hexes as they die in obscurity. I don't have Yeti either. Or the Proto. Okay. Fury Apparent. Malice Apparent. That's it. We only have a couple monsters left, so We do have a little bit to still do here, so... So we're heading back to the elevator so we can go down the hole. Add 8 to all allies attack for 3 turns.
Sometimes you... A masterful victory!
I was kind of hoping for the level 2 one, but...
The iron figure continues to spout nonsense and smoke in equal measure. However, the nonsense seems to be slightly different nonsense now.
Hello, welcome to the elevator.
It keeps saying that word, elevator. What is it talking about?
Search for an elevator in the subsurface ruins.
When you step in front of the imposing iron door, it opens with a metallic clank. The group cautiously steps through, and with another clank, the door grinds shut. The 4 of you are quite flustered about being trapped inside, but then you hear a ding sound, and the doors clank open again. You step outside. You can't shake the feeling that the area around you is slightly different than before. Despite the strangeness of it, you all decide to continue exploring. As you do, you continue to wonder what that elevator thing actually was.
Head deeper into the subsurface ruins.
to battle.
Proto Yeti's enemy story.
Battle time.
Ooh. Oh, what's that one behind it? I need that. Just exploring the rest of this Ooh, Serpent's Lament.
Battle time.
Proto Skull Soldier story. Proto Trolls enemy story. I missed that one. Missed that. And I understand there on which is drawn delicious looking fruit. Hello, would you care for some tasty canned food?
Legol immediately draws his sword at the creature. Pulche raises a hand to stop him. Wait, I don't think it wants to fight. Maybe it's friends with the one we saw earlier. The iron figure hands you a small metal cylinder with a delicious-looking picture on it. Legol tries to stop you. Don't. It could be a trap. But the iron figure said it was tasty, and having examined the cylinder, Pulche mutters to himself and starts fiddling with it. With a pop, the cylinder opens up. Inside is some kind of delicious-looking, vibrant red food. The smell of it makes your stomach burble in hunger. Don't eat that unless you want it spraying out both ends, says Legol. Trollis ignores him and dumps the contents of the cylinder into her mouth.
Something looks off with Trollis.
Trollis doesn't look like she's in distress. Is it good, you ask? Her eyes light up, and she tells you that she's never eaten anything so delicious in all her life. The rest of you swallow hard, practically in unison.
Oh, I suppose all science starts with experimentation, no? I am really hungry. I guess we sink or swim together.
With everyone decided, you reach into the cylinder and start to eat the contents. And then you eat more and more. You can't stop. It's a new dimension of flavor.
Your HP is fully healed.
Legol apologizes to the iron figure. Hey, you're all right. Sorry we hurt your buddy.
Hello, would you care for some tasty canned food?
It continues to offer more of that delicious canned food. You're touched by its kindness. A masterful victory! Get him!
Proto Dark Toads, Proto Were Rats.
To battle!
Take the elevator down the hole.
The iron door opens just as before, and the four of you step inside. Another iron figure stands before you. Something is different about this one, though.
Welcome. You've done well to come this far.
Unlike the others, this one speaks in a much more natural cadence. Upon hearing its voice, Pulche's eyes go wide.
Well, you should have told me that before I made a fool of myself, game. I know that voice. It's my mom. I wonder if you're worthy of going beyond this point.
You hear the sound of a door slamming open. A trio of monsters spills out of the doorway.
You will go no further.
Suddenly, Pulche charges into the monsters. Out of the way, he shouts. I expected nothing less.
Oh, wow.
No sooner do you defeat the monsters than reinforcements rush from the door, barring your path. Pulche looks ready to charge into them again at any second. There's clearly something wrong with Pulche. It'd be dangerous to keep fighting with him in this state. Trollis grabs him, and the group beats a quick retreat. Seated on the ground, Pulche apologizes. It looks like he managed to cool his heels a bit in the wake of your retreat. You ask him what happened, and he replies, "I needed to see whose voice that was." You look to Legol for assistance, but for some reason, his face has gone pale. Legol's reply is terse. "Don't worry about me." Pulche is silent for a few moments. The iron figure's voice. It sounded just like somebody important to me. "I can't ask you all to put yourselves in danger. I'll go on by myself," he continues, standing up. Pulche seems determined to get through that door, even if he has to do it alone. You're also concerned about Legol. Nonetheless, the four of you agree to see what's beyond the door. But to do that, you'll have to take down those monsters.
Defeat the monster blocking the door on B5 of the subsurface ruins. I'm actually going to pause this here. I'm going to go back up to the top because I gotta get the Yeti card. Well, not the Yeti card as in the flip side stories. I know that he was showing up upstairs, so I'll be back, and then we'll read the flip side stories. Alrighty, see you in a second. Okay, and actually I had forgotten that we can go ahead and do this part here because they don't need. He doesn't need a star level
Could
for
it
this.
be? The merchant begins as you approach. Did you find a sea stone? The beast manifests, and the man cries out in joy. So, they really do exist. The other shopkeepers, who had been watching from afar, gather around the merchant upon hearing the commotion. It isn't long before they're as excited as he is. "Please, please, I beg of you. I must have one of its antennae," he beseeches you, practically groveling at your feet. Between his endless pleas, he explains the legend of the sea stone. Apparently, a single antenna grants its holder riches beyond their wildest dreams. "I suppose I could," you say, then trim off a bit of the antenna for the man. "Thank you. Oh, what a joyous day. With this, the roving market shall thrive," he exclaims, then hands you your reward.
Ring of Omnipotence increases attack, defense, speed, and vitality.
Unable to contain their joy, the shopkeepers gather together to celebrate, the festivities lasting well into the night.
Next day.
After waking from a long night of merrymaking, the merchant straightens his collar and thanks you once more. Words cannot express how grateful I am to you for undertaking my impossible requests, he says. He then withdraws something from his pocket and hands it to you.
Legendary Monster Tamer Certificate.
As he does, the other shopkeepers peek their heads out of their stores. You truly are the second coming of the legendary Monster Tamer, he says. You can tell it's high praise. In hushed tones, the merchant tells you of how, long ago, there was someone known as the legendary Monster Tamer. He was a courageous man who saved the world with the aid of his obedient monsters.
I am a descendant of the one who helped craft that legend. Unfortunately, no proof remains.
You may become a legend in your own right soon, he says. And when that time comes, might I boast that I helped you along the way? He asks. You turn to the merchant and nod your head with a smile.
He has helped. I mean, I can't deny that.
The merchant responds with a grin of his own. Why, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you for listening to my tale, he says softly. I hope to be of service on your journey, wherever it may take you. Not a moment later, he spreads his arms wide open and shouts, Now come, stock up on whatever you need for your travels. Don't be shy. To celebrate the occasion, everything is 10% off. You feel your eyes widen in disbelief. I still have to pay? Your inner voice screams.
That's funny. And only 10%
You're
off.
surprised? He is a merchant after all.
Right. You feel necessary requirements unlocked the Wandering Merchant's side story. Event.
The merchant claims that he has created a list of monsters and their habitats thanks to your efforts. To show his gratitude, he says he is more than happy to tell you what types of monsters inhabit each region. The monsters that live there are, he begins as he lines up his pictures.
I need the Yeti. I have not seen a centaur. Attack +5 is the game for that one. I don't have the sprite. I don't think I have the living statue either. And I don't have the Yeti. I mean, it's pretty much showing me everything, so that's not really helpful. Alright, and I have one other thing that we're gonna do while we're here up on the surface that I actually completely forgot about as I was going through my end of game checklist. The bloody doll that we found. Oh man, I love this music here. Event.
As you scan the ruins, your eyes land on a drawing of a young girl and her doll. You pick it up from the floor. The doll looks rather familiar. Your eyes go wide. You tear open your pack and take out the bloodied doll. It must have belonged to the little girl who lived here. The next instant, your companions call your name and point to the floor where you picked up the drawing. You look back down at the floor and notice a plank that doesn't quite look like the others. You pry the plank loose, revealing a treasure chest hidden beneath the floor. Inside is a piece of equipment in almost pristine condition. You take the equipment from the chest and place the bloodied doll inside. "I will avenge you," you whisper.
You obtained Heaven's Grace. Alright, so that takes care of that. Alright, well guys, I'll see you guys back in the subterranean place once I get the cards that I'm looking for. Be back in a moment. Alright, we're back. So let's head down to the basement here, and then we'll read the our flip side stories, or our enemy stories that we've collected. So we've got Troll. The troll's boundless appetite such that he can eat an entire village worth of humans and still feel hungry afterwards. Human-fed troll flesh is considered a delicacy, though hunting the beast tends to provide more food for the trolls than humans. How funny. Proto-troll. The box this monster carries with it is incredibly cold inside, which is likely how it preserves its prey. Alas, it generally eats its prey the instant it kills it, meaning its box is always empty, which poses the question, why carry it at all? That's funny. Proto-skull soldier. These monsters wear earmuff-like objects into battle, shake their bones in rhythmic beats, and launch up tempo attacks. Listen closely and you hear the crunching of bone, the rending of flesh, and cries of pain emanating from those black earmuffs. Oh, okay, maybe they're not so cool. Proto-were-rat. No point playing by the rules in this screwed-up world. We rats don't need pride anyway. Live it up and make some noise. Truth is, I have loved to try playing by the rules. Live in a clean house, eat hot meals. I hate the humans for making me feel like this. We already read the fairy. Proto-toad, dark toad. This monster is in love. There's a beautiful toad in this odd box, whom it hopes to see more of. For now, it watches the box as much as it can. One day, humans sliced into the box toad's stomach. The lovesick monster is riveted. At last, it can see every last inch of the object of its affection. Proto-gargoyle? The proto-gargoyle is quite fun. Oh yeah, we already read that one. Yeti. These adorable furry critters are such a hit with children that plush animals of them are by far the best-selling souvenirs in town. The plush animals use real Yeti fur, which has led to a raise in live Yetis attacking shops in an attempt to recover their hideously altered brethren. That's funny. Proto-Yeti. Proto-Yetis from the herds of nine. Form herds of nine and diligently gather to practice striking a small ball with a metal bar. They have a rigid hierarchy. Newcomers must fetch balls, and the leader will use the metal bar to beat to death any who are lax in this duty. That's what I call baseball. Alright, that's all we got. Character-wise, I do believe we do have the merchant. A merchant travels the world. He has a twin brother who runs a circus and is similarly well traveled. His ancestors were those legendary beast tamer who operated a carriage business. Ah, there's the link. The twin brothers' world travels may very well be in their blood, so this probably happens super far in the future from the other ones. Iron figure. An iron figure that does everything for humans. Guidance, cleaning, cooking, you name it. It may turn out that it's not monsters that destroy humanity, but this sort of thing. now serves primarily as a conversation for monsters. Likely it has functioned for so many years without breaking down because the monster is always repairing it. We already did read that one. Okay, well, that's that.
Should have stayed away, one of the monsters says. We need to see what's through that door, you say, as the four of you draw your weapons. Battle time.
Let's take him out. I got one.
We back off for now, says one of the monsters. They flee.
Yeah, don't come back here anymore.
Left standing alone, the iron figure says in a soft voice, "You've done so well. You may proceed." Legol is attempting to appear calm, but you notice beads of sweat running down his face. The figure's voice was certainly unsettling, but it didn't seem that unsettling. Pulche looks at the rest of you and gives a deep bow of his head. "I'm so sorry to have dragged you all into this," he mutters, his voice barely audible.
What? Oh, Urbania.
Beyond the door, there is a lone woman. Pulche gasps at the sight of her.
Mom? Ah, I'll do it.
"Mom!" Pulche shouts. He tries to run over to the woman. Legol holds out an arm. "No, don't." You watch the monsters take the woman away, and Pulche lets out an agonized, "Mom!"
Sue, Pulche's mother? Alright. Well, we're going to do that in the next episode. For now, we'll call this episode here. For the most part, I have gone back and got everything that we needed to. Some just like armor and some equipment. Like nothing story-wise, just stuff that I missed in the shop. So, we're close to finishing though. I think it's only a few monster cards I need still. I need to go through the list and see which ones I actually do need, because I'm missing like, I think 2 or 3. And then obviously there's the flip side story for the Frost Primal, which I'm not sure how I'm gonna get that, but in either case, I guess we'll figure that out. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. As far as all that is concerned, friends, I appreciate you hanging out. It means a lot that you're watching my video. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah, stay true to yourselves, follow your hearts, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.